Okay, so this is, I don't think I've ever done something like this before, but this is an open, honest, unedited. I'm just gonna click record and delete, and my computer's gonna make noises. But it is Sunday, July 22nd, 2018, and I just got back from church. I should be running and getting groceries. I should be eating something. I should be doing a lot of things, a lot of shoulds. But right now what I want to talk about is how life can kind of suck. I've always been one to, everything that I do is based on what God has in store for me. The path that I'm on, the choices I've taken, the things that I've done have been based on, there are things that weren't, but for the majority, I've been following whatever it is that God has in store for me. Has it been easy? No, it has been awful. It sucks, but it's so worth it too. That's why I'm not editing this, because that sounded terrible, but it sucks because when you have something on your heart that you think is the plan, is what you're going to do. Like when I was planning on doing athletic training, I took my junior and senior year of high school to shadow, to work with the football and basketball teams, to go to different clinics and different colleges and like talk to NFL teams and trainers and like get their 2 cents and do as much as I could in order to get there. And I really thought that was going to be my plan, but it wasn't. It turned out not. So something I dedicated 3 years of my life to really dig in, turned out to not be it. But it was one more step closer to what he wanted me to do. And college obviously didn't work out. I didn't graduate with a degree, but yet it was all the knowledge that I gained while I was there, not necessarily from classes or anything, but just self-growth was so beneficial, and what I've been able to use and do and realize that's what I want to do more of and help more people with. And then like just recently, this next chapter, why I sold my house, was I'm planned on becoming a volunteer firefighter and living at a station in town and getting good experience with that, because at some point I would like to, I wanted to work with first responders and have a better insight, because I don't want to work with people that I can't relate to. I don't want to be somebody that just knows the information and tries to share it and be like, why don't you get this? Like, I've never been super obese, so I can't really have a good say and help people that are super obese. I help people that are just like me, that love to work out and are really that are like athletic and competitive and want to still have that athletic side to them, but they don't want to count and weigh and measure, and they don't want to be taken control of by numbers, and they want to be more laid back, and they don't want to feel guilty when they eat food, and they don't want to feel guilty if they skip a workout or do something good for themselves or spoil themselves or whatever it is, just to live a good life and not be controlled by all the crap that doesn't matter. That's what I want to work with, because that's where I've been. And as far as like the firefighter thing, that's what I wanted to do too. I wanted to have that background. I wanted to have that knowledge and an understanding of like, what do they go through and like, what do they have to deal with before I started working with them. And now, after I sold my house, after I really dove in and trusted, okay, God, if this is what you want me to do, I'm going to do it. Now I'm questioning if that's really going to be it. So part of me is like, is this just a test to see if I'm actually going to do it? Or is this like athletic training where he keeps throwing little tidbits at me like, you're done, you're done, you're done. Go on to the next thing. Go on to the next thing. Stop staying here. Because I feel like that's what it is. Because every time somebody asks me how the firefighter training is going, and it keeps getting pushed back, and I'm still waiting to hear back, and I'm still wondering, it keeps feeling like it's not meant for me right now. I'm not going to say it's never going to happen, because I can't say never when I'm following God. His timing is obnoxious, and it always works out, but it's really testing. And another thing, I got back from church and I felt like it was really kind of speaking to me, because like, tests reveal our weakness so we can discover God's strength. And he keeps pushing me and pushing me and pushing me more and more and more to see, like, are you really gonna trust me? Are you really gonna stick around and see what it is I have in store? Because what he has in store is so much more than I could ever imagine. But it still sucks. It still sucks. It still sucks because I don't know where, like, my living situation keeps changing. I don't know what the next month, let alone the next week, is gonna have in store. And it's not ideal. I don't want to live like that, but it's my reality right now. And it's the test that I'm in. I'm reading my notes because I wanted to say a couple things from it. But when things become scarce, you're in the test. Will I trust and believe in God? When things become crappy, that's when you know you're in the test. That's when you know that it is now. And I always think I'm in the test. I'm like deep down in the test, and I'm not. I find out I really am not, and the test is now. So I'm going to finish up a couple things here at the office, go get groceries, and I'm just gonna spend some time in prayer. I'm gonna spend all day in prayer. So I feel like I have an email inbox of unanswered emails that is a mile long from God, and I just need to go through it and really just respond and just find out what it is I should be doing, see if I can get some clarity. So long story short as well, if you have any prayer requests, let me know. If you can use some extra prayers too, comment below, send me a message. I'll add you in, because that's all I'm going to be doing today. It's 11 o'clock. I could have a solid 8 hours of prayer and meditation and motivation. And not everyone's perfect. We all struggle with our own certain things, and it just tests and proves where you're at and what it is that you're willing to do in order to get there. So, I don't know. I just felt like sharing that. I know this is going to be a longer video, and if you didn't want to watch through all of that, I'm sorry, but this is more of like conversation. Just being real and honest, because I'm not going to be a person to portray it having it all together, because I don't. It's imperfectly perfect, and I'm okay with that. I'm learning to trust and work through it and find the balance, and I don't know. That's what I want to do. I'm also doing a series because I found an old post from 2014 that I wrote to myself that I want to share, because I think it's very important. You'll see the first part of that later today, but this is just a side thing that came up 2 hours ago. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm not sure if it made any sense. I doubt if it ever does. Just me blabbing, but yeah. If you got any prayer requests, let me know. If you've got anything that's weighing on your heart that you could use a little extra good vibes that way, whether you believe in God or not, I'll be sure to send it. So happy Sunday. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye, guys.